Powerwash Simulator is a random game that just came out of nowhere, I guess you could say. That's from Future Labs and it's published by Square Enix. Even though it is published by Square, they have pretty much have nothing to do, or at least fingerprints in terms of the game itself, as the game randomly got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. So what you do in this game is that you're basically going these places and you're cleaning up these people's places or houses or whatever it is. And the game would also have free DLC along with paid DLC, which is pretty nice. But I think this game is meant to also be a cooperative experience, considering I think that's just what it's made for, considering that when it comes to cleaning your places and whatever, it takes pretty long when you do it by yourself, but I'm pretty sure once you have friends alongside with you, you'll have no problem cleaning everything up. Now, the thing is, too, is that for whatever reason being, they announced they were making a sequel. But for whatever reason, too, it's like, I think it's pointless to make a sequel because I don't think it needs a sequel. And them going around and telling people that they're going to still make content for the game to this very day, right, as of right now, of course, just kind of proves my point, regardless if there's going to be a sequel or not. So I will just say is that you'll go around, clean up things and whatever, but it's a cozy game that you guys can play, and you can take all the time and effort to pretty much clean the houses or places you'll be at. You got some hose that you guys can use for your water gun. You can switch the nozzle over to like do different filter type of guns. It all just depends as to what environments you're cleaning. And there's also like these long range attachments as well, just for long distance cleaning. Sure, you could jump and everything, but you're gonna need some sort of tools to help you along the way, like a stepping stool or perhaps a ladder, so you can get some higher places, so that way you'll be able to clean up everything with no problem. This first was released on Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series back in 2022, before the following year it will come to PS5, PS4, Switch, and yeah, it even got itself a VR version of all things. I think it makes sense for a VR version considering it's in first person. But considering this game is like, if you guys go look for something to play with your friends, then this is going to be the game to go. But again, the only problem you might have is that it'll take a long time for you to pretty much clean. But again, if you guys have friends, it'll usually be a lot faster doing it. But there's also like this little button that'll help you highlight some of the key objects if you miss any of the dirt that you may have encountered. And there's another button where you can, well, move the hose around like everything, like crazy. You're also going to want to try to get some ladders and stepping stools in order to help you out in terms of cleaning up all the objects that you may see, because there are some places that are too high for you to reach. But if you use the long hose, you'll have no problem somewhat, but I still recommend trying to find a ladder or a stepping stool to help you out a lot more. If you guys just want something to do in this game, then you can by all means just play it, relax, and have a nice time playing it. There's no rush to it, and you could just essentially just play it. I just think it's best to play on PC since I think it's a lot faster when it comes to doing this such thing. But I will go on to say is that if you just want something, well, fine for you guys to play with friends, then by all means go ahead and play this one. But like I said, just there's a lot more replay value in terms of like DLC, in terms of like free or paid, it doesn't really matter. But there's a lot to do in terms of one chapter, because there's going to be a couple of levels for you guys to play. It may sound like it's short on paper, but once you keep playing it, you'll see how long it is, because you have to clean up a lot of stuff. And that's hence the Powerwash Simulator, because you have to clean up all this dirt that you see everywhere. And like you go in the house, there's this full of dirt. It's just out there for you guys. But even if it does take long, then I don't know. You can still stop at any given time, but you can go back and you can resume playing the game as if like you haven't really left your cleaning spot or nothing. And that's it. But usually all these upgrade stuff is later, but once you play the DLC, all your upgrade stuff is like there, I guess you could say. But it doesn't matter where you start, the base missions or the DLC, it doesn't even matter which one. As long as you're playing it and enjoying it, just to have a cozy time, then yeah. The game is usually well, I'm not gonna say it's dirt cheap, but it is one of the cheapest games you guys can pick up.